recent, comments you're making about Israel a recent thing, or have you always had these beliefs?
It's more recent. I didn't really realize what a problem it was until recently, and then everybody was scared to say something about it. My brother told me, like, you can't say anything about it. They'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, this bro done seen that documentary. He didn't seen the documentary that shall not be named. Oh, God. If you want to see the documentary that shall not be named, head over to S.E.T Media on Rumble.
Like, everybody basically said that I couldn't say anything about it. And actually now they're like literally like trying to like kick me off the board of my company because of those tweets. So like, shit. Yeah, I've definitely had a lot of like negative pushback, a lot of my Jewish friends, but I don't give a fuck. It's like one of those things where I know that it's the right thing. And the fact that everybody else is scared to say it makes me, feel obligated to be vocal about it.
Why do you think it's the right thing?
Because I know that they're a fucking parasite. Like, they provide the U.S. absolutely no value. They've done so many things that,
Bro. Why is this man saying all this on the PBD, though? Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder if PBD gonna push back, because he always got pushed back for guys who talk like this.
It would constitute, an act of war against us. I mean, USS Liberty, Lebanon Affair, I mean, I can go on and on and on and on and on. But, I think they knew about 9/11. I think they had JFK assassinated. The first thing that he wanted to do, right before he died was, make AIPAC a foreign entity.
Take out the Federal Reserve. If you mess with that Federal Reserve in any way, shape, or form, I promise you will not day.
Not allowed them to have nukes, and then all of a sudden this fucking guy's dead, and Jack Ruby, who is Jack Rubenstein, I mean, it's just like, and then you just, I don't know, man. I can't ignore all the shit that they've done. They sold their secrets. Netanyahu lied to us about weapons of mass destruction. We fought all these fucking wars. My friends have died over there, and
oh yeah, that's why he's.
I just look at what they provided us with, and it's fucking. It's not nothing. It's like a negative. It's not, even if they just didn't do jack shit, that would be, bad. But they've actually done things to hurt us over and over and over again. So like this whole thing of they're our greatest allies, just complete fucking bullshit. And, we send them $100 billion, then they send AIPAC $100 billion, and then they distribute it to our politicians, and every politician is a little fucking AIPAC handler walking around telling them what to fucking say.
Like, we send them money every year so they can send money to AIPAC so they can go ahead and fund our politicians from the American people. And, sway their interests and, make them work for Israel instead of America, allegedly, supposedly.
And how to vote. And it's just like, look, I'll donate like $100,000 to politicians. And they call me up like, hey, you need anything? Like every week. I don't need shit. I fucking sit on my ass. I don't do anything. I don't care. I don't fucking break any laws. I don't need any favors. Like, I just gave it to them because I didn't want to see any more fucking retard, Democrats in there. So, but that's 100,000. Like, what does 100 million buy you? How many fucking phone calls do those guys get? And so like, I just know how it works, and the system is broken. Like, these people get into office and they don't have very much money, and they get out of office with fucking tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. It's not a fucking accident, right?
Is that an Israel thing, or is that
Obama, Nancy Pelosi, bro? Obama walked in with a net worth of probably like 100K, 200K, bro. He walked out with $50 million net worth. After starting all these wars and all that good stuff, I'm pretty sure he made some pretty good calls on some stocks. But after that, my man walked out 50 mil net worth. Nice ass house, him and Michelle and they kids.
Not anybody, because China's doing the same thing.
China doesn't have they don't have an AIPAC. Like, Israel is the only one that has a fucking like a lobby in the US fucking, giving these politicians money.
Okay, no, every country, the big ones all have lobbyists. They all have lobbying that they're doing.
Not in the US. They're registered as foreign entities.
Right. I mean, if you're talking about, are you going to the dual citizenship part with Israel, Israel?
That's another problem is a lot of our politicians have far more allegiance to Israel than they.
I'll touch on the fact that AIPAC don't got to document themselves under the FARA Act. So it pretty much, puts them as a foreign entity. But, that's just, that's certain people's opinions.
Did the United States. I mean, that's a whole nother issue as well.
Do you know why they did the dual citizenship? Do you know the history behind why they did the dual citizenship?
What do you mean?
Like, so the whole concept of dual citizenship was because when Israel became a, country again, they didn't want the people from here who wanted to go back to Israel that didn't have a motivation to go if they were going to lose their citizenship here. So that was the reason why they did it. It was kind of like, okay, you're your own country. We kind of need some of you guys to move over there to help the country out. Yeah, but I'm not going to go. Why are you not going to go? Am I going to lose my citizenship here? But you are. I mean, we don't do that. Every other country, you got to, I don't want to lose my citizenship. Well, okay, how about if we do this? How about if we allow you, just Israel, to go back to your country, you only lose your citizenship? That was the arrangement at the beginning why they did it that way.
No, look, I get it. I have 3 citizenships. You know what I mean? I think it's okay. I think
What's the third one? I know Armenia, but what's the...
St. Kitts.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't have an issue with dual citizenship. My issue is when somebody is holding a U.S. office and they are putting a foreign nation's interest before America's interest, and they are favoring that other country. And so that, to me, is treason. Like, when you are a U.S. government official, your motivation should be to do things in the best interest of the government that you are representing, not some other
100%.
fucking foreign country.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Okay, so, but go through it. So what is the solution? Meaning, if Israel's the enemy, then if let's just say you don't do anything and everybody in the Middle East unites to take out Israel, do you think the Middle East is better without Israel? And do you think the world's a safer place without Israel?
100%. It's not even close.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with them. Kinda, cause like, bro, even Iran doesn't like. Oh well, cause I remember Patrick, you tried to make the point. What about Iran and all that? I'm like, bro, Iran got a problem with Israel. I'm pretty sure they would all calm down a little bit if low-key Israel was kind of like not gone. I don't want them to be destroyed, but maybe removed to a new location to where, you know, they don't antagonize the Arab community there. You feel me? Like maybe they need to be relocated again.
Okay, tell me why. Why do you think?
Give me an argument otherwise, please.
But
Give me one argument why the world would be better off with Israel. Let's just start with that. One thing. Give me one thing.
Have you ever
And man, everybody always do defend Israel. It's
Again!
like, man, and again.
lived in the Middle East?
No.
I lived there for 10 and a half years. It's
Okay.
it's a very it's not as like here. You can sit here, you can be an atheist, you can be an agnostic, I can be a Christian, he can be a Jew, he can be an LDS, Muslim, no problem. We can coexist here. You can do that in Israel. You can do that.
I mean, not really. They're operating apartheid right now.
Not
So
at-
it's
not-
not, everybody's not living equally.
not at the level of Iran, not at the level of what Iran is doing. I mean, in Iran, if you're thinking what Israel is doing out of control, do you know how much money Khamenei's families made? Do you know how much money they've taken? They have 200.
I've never been to Iran, but I've been to Dubai, I've been to Saudi, like I've been to UAE. So like, and they're all Muslim. They seem to be operating fine.
I would say Iran's slightly different than, but go back to it. So, okay. So you think the Middle East and the world would be a better place if Israel didn't exist?
Yes.
Okay.
Israel's committed, you know, so many terrorist attacks.
That's a strong
They're
statement.
stealing land right now. They're operating in apartheid. They're currently committing a genocide on Palestinians. Like, do you believe in the genocide they're committing?
I think they're fighting for themselves and they're defending themselves.
Do you think that's defense?
Well,
when 1,200 people die, and
Yeah.
of which the 1,200 you've killed, and admitted that you've killed a lot during, you know, your
I
Hannibal
would tell
direct.
you this. I would tell you.
They have a right to defend themselves, like I say, to a certain point. And they at a certain point, I'm like, bro, when are y'all gonna stop bombing them and start, like, I don't know, surgically, like military, use your military and surgically go in there and remove the Hamas people? Because, you know, bombing hospitals, schools, and all this other good stuff, which are war crimes, is not the best look. I'm be real. I don't know why somebody gotta tell y'all this, but maybe it'd be better if y'all put boots on ground, go in there and take out Hamas one by one, you know, and fight and show us these tunnels. Because y'all telling me they got this highway system, tunnel system they got going on. Hamas uses tunnel. Now I've not seen one video of a tunnel. I need to see this elaborate tunnel they got going on.
Tell you this.
Because, bro,
The part
I'm sorry, but how are people making makeshift rockets all of a sudden able to dig a tunnel system more complicated than our highway, allegedly, or a complicated tunnel system in general? And if that's the case, and you know they're hiding in tunnels, why are y'all still bombing buildings? Why aren't y'all just putting boots on the ground, going into these tunnels, showing us that these tunnels exist, and then taking them out in there? If this is where they're hiding.
I question where people who are Jewish can't stand when I say this. I don't know how you, Netanyahu, claim you have the best intelligence in the world, Mossad, and you didn't know that on October 7th they were
They
attacking
knew
you?
about it. They didn't. They wanted it to happen, so they had a
CIA
reason to
told
take
them
that. Yeah, they wanted a reason to take the land.
I totally get
And
it.
they killed their own citizens.
But
And they claimed that all these people got raped. That was bullshit. They claimed beheaded babies. That was bullshit. Everything that they said was a fucking complete. Not only was it a lie, but they committed all those atrocities themselves to the Palestinians and been caught doing it. In fact, they just got caught gang raping Palestinians. You know, how many babies have they killed? All the things that they accuse the Palestinians of or Hamas of or whatever, they are guilty of 100-fold themselves.
So you
And they've been doing that.
Like, let's be real, bro. They talk about Hamas was out here, unaliving babies. Well, let's be real. The way they've been bombing people, you didn't think they'd take out a couple babies themselves? It's like at this point, like, who you think done took out more babies at this point? Like the IDF or Hamas? And I'm gonna be real with you, it's the IDF by a long shot.
October 7th wasn't the start of this. Like the start of this was Nakba. They've done so many different.
disagree. Yeah, I don't disagree.
Yeah, so I mean, this is not like it's not like October 7th is like it's all of a sudden they just came over there unsolicited and just killed people. Like they have been killing Palestinians for years and years, operating two sets of justice. You know, it's like they have the justice for the Palestinians and the justice for the Israelis. And if you read the Talmud, like if you're not Jewish, you're basically not a human. You're like like cattle. If a Jew is killed by somebody that's not Jewish, then it's the death penalty. If a Jew kills somebody that's not a Jew, then you can't kill them. It's not the death penalty. Like they literally like segregate in their Bibles.
They're very protective of themselves. I don't think anybody can debate that. I don't think it's a
well. It's not the problem isn't that they're protective of themselves. The problem comes when you think that you're better than other people, and you think it's okay to lie to anybody that's not a Jew. You think it's okay to steal from people that are not a Jew. You have two sets of standards. The problem with that is it allows you to rationalize anything, right? And human beings are generally self-serving creatures. So if your fundamental religious belief system allows you to operate in such a way that you believe there isn't consequences to stealing from other people, killing other people, raping, kids that are under 9 years old, like if you think those things are okay, then, how are you going to operate? Because to me, like my moral code keeps me on track.
I don't think that's what it is. I don't think it's.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody really want to touch on the Talmud at this point because it's like, all right, well, dang, I'd actually have to sit down with a Jewish person myself and low-key asking that question. Like, yeah, about this Talmud. They do all y'all worship it? Because I heard not all of y'all do, but some of y'all do. And then if you do, does that mean that y'all like believe or y'all follow everything in the Talmud? Like, is that y'all Bible? That's a pretty scary Bible. You're a pretty scary person if you tell me you believe in that. And I low-key shouldn't trust you at all, according to the Talmud. It's not me saying this. The Talmud saying that, yeah, if I ain't one of y'all, I shouldn't trust you.
Because you're saying it one-sided. You're not telling the other side of the story of what they're doing either. You're not saying what Hamas did. You're not saying what they did.
What did Hamas do?
I mean, from day one, when you see the rapes and the videos, we've all seen it. This isn't something
what rapes and videos?
But stay on this here if you want to continue with this.
But what rapes and videos?
But my concern when you're saying,
no, Patrick. What videos? Because everybody love to talk about these videos, but they're like, no, bro. I don't even think they did that. But anyway, though, man, let's take a quick little pause for our sponsors and get some God in our life. Because are you looking to help the next generation in understanding and engaging in the Bible? The Keystone Bible is the most complete graphic adaptation of the Bible ever done. And it is the perfect product for helping young adults read, dive into, and interact with the Bible. This graphic Bible helps young adults understand historical timelines of the Bible and learning about both well-known and lesser-known characters and Orthodox Christianity teachings or Orthodox Christian teachings. Top comics from Keystone Comics have created a stunning 2,000-page plus graphic novel to capture the whole Bible from Genesis to Revelations. The entire Old Testament and New Testament is available either as a hardcover trilogy or in a 6 softcover volumes. With the Keystone Bible, young adults can read scripture from cover to cover and many times retain the content longer than traditional text. Find this and more exciting products at KingstoneComics.com. Once again, KingstoneComics.com. Get it right, guys. KingstoneComics.com. Come on, bro. You see the Kingstone, man? Get right with God, bro. You needs to. Kingstone Comics, the Keystone Comic Bible. Appreciate the support.
Israel's doing it, you're saying the other side isn't doing anything?
No, but
You're
I'm asking. No. There was no rapes during October 7th. They've shown no rapes from October 7th. They showed no beheaded babies. All that was all bullshit.
I'll send you stuff. No, there's plenty of stories. It's not all of them.
Get you that Kingstone bottle, man. Get got in.
The Israeli articles that I saw recently said that there was only 2 babies killed. One was shot by a bullet, and the other one died in a hospital. There was no babies in ovens. There was no beheaded babies. All that was all bullshit.
The big. Okay, so go back to the part when you said they think they're better than you. You believe that Jews think they're better than everybody else.
It says it in their Bible.
Yeah. Okay, but you believe they're better than everybody else. Okay.
I didn't say they're better than everybody.
I ain't say, whoa. That's what I'm saying. No, they say that. They legitly say that they them guys. And like I said, hey, any race is allowed to feel. I'm a black supremacist, and I think that's okay. I know white supremacists. That's cool. It's okay. It's okay to think your people is the best. Just don't think it's okay to hurt other people because you think you're the best. Really, if you have this superiority complex, it kind of just like, be real with you, just let people do what they do. Why would you lower yourself to their level if you think you're just so superior? You feel me?
Everybody else.
They think.
According to their scripture.
Okay, but what if...
And then if you look at how they operate, right, like they literally caught people raping Palestinian prisoners, and there was riots. But the riots weren't because they were raping the prisoners. The riots were because they felt like they had the right to rape the fucking prisoners. That's why they almost had a fucking civil war, because they felt like they had the right to rape these prisoners. They felt like...
Hold on, we might need to do some research on that one, guys. Because I'm gonna be real with you, like I said, the Talmud, like I've seen little, I say breakdowns of it. Like I haven't read it, but I've seen breakdowns from people, from religious scholars who've broken it down. And in there, well, it kind of does say that you're allowed to do these things to people who are non-Jewish. So for him to say that and for him to fight over that, I can kind of see it just because, well, it is their religious right according to their book, right? Yeah, I don't know. I know it sounds insane, but it is in their religious book, man. It is what they can do.
Like that was okay because they weren't Jewish. So, you know, when you have a society that operates like that, you're going to have fucking problems. And they're not the fucking most moral army. That's all fucking bullshit. You know, everything that they say, it's just like almost like, listen, when somebody lies to me, like if you lie to me, I'm not probably going to trust you again. You lie to me a second time, I'm definitely not going to trust you. You lie to me a third time, and I let you lie to me the third time, I'm the fucking idiot. These motherfuckers have lied like 10,000 times. So, like, I don't believe anything they say anymore.
I come from a place of, I don't sit here expecting you to tell me 100% the truth. I don't sit here thinking, yeah, Dan's going to tell me 100% the truth with whatever he has in his life. I don't expect that from you because I don't expect people to walk on water. That's not my expectation. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live it with my life, but you can't think that China's going to tell us the truth or Iran tells us the truth. Or U.S. tells everybody the truth, or you think any country is going to tell us 100% the truth. But
I don't know, man. I got a different moral code. Like in gambling,
it's not about
but in gambling and business, like with my friend group, like you lie one time, you welch on a debt, you do one thing.
Talking friendship, though.
I'm just saying, my friends, people that I know, people that I do business with, people I gamble with, like
it's the same thing I have as well. It's the same thing most people have. There's a difference between on the personal side than on the countryside. So you're America first. Is it fair to say you're America first? Okay.
Yeah,
how do you feel?
That's true. Because I'm like, just because their leader maybe not the person to trust with a deal, don't mean that, oh, everybody in that country is now, you can't trust them. It's like, what? You tell me just because you had a bad business deal with somebody in Nigeria, now, oh, well, any Nigerian I do, hey, bad business. No, it don't make sense. So I do kind of hear him on that point.
Feel about the protesting and the rioting going on in schools, academia, Harvard, Columbia, when you've seen all the stuff that's going on, Free Palestine, gays for Gaza. When you see that, what do you think about it? Does it do anything to you, or you're like, let me support them?
I mean, I think it's pretty funny that it wasn't a problem until it was against Israel. It wasn't a problem with BLM. It was fucking encouraged with BLM.
Always a problem with
bullshit.
BLM.
They fucking encouraged it. They let them burn down police stations. There was no repercussions.
No, I'm not talking mainstream.
No, I'm talking about our government, our media encouraged that shit. Right? They encouraged it when it was BLM. Like, they literally burnt down police stations and it was fine. The mayor came out and was like, no problem, no arrests, no big deal. We don't give a fuck.
Right.
Take down statues, destroy buildings, burn
Tim Walz. And that's funny, though. He's talking about Tim Walz specifically. That's exactly what he let go down.
cop cars, do whatever you want to do. But the moment it was Israel, now all of a sudden,
Why do you think they were
students
okay with
get
that?
the shit beat out of them? They get arrested. They get pepper sprayed. They get fucking maced.
Hey,
And those are
thousands should not
peaceful
be named.
protests. BLM was not peaceful, but it was fine because it wasn't criticizing Israel. What does that tell you?
What? Let me ask you a question.
Well, we'll answer that. What does that tell you? Who's in charge here?
But you're talking to a guy that I'm not sitting here saying would be. I'm talking to you like you and I. I'm not talking to you with $2-3 billion of damage they did to small business owners in communities that African Americans are living in, and who
like
controls mainstream media. And there's only 2 outlets right now. We're talking to a couple of your friends here that were during lunchtime. We're having a conversation while we're having dinner with who controls mainstream media, the left. The only one that's on the right is one. Okay, and that's also going to the left. Who controls CNN, CBS, ABC?